Chosen One, what I'm about to share may surprise you, even shake you to your core. If you've found this message, it's not a coincidence. God led you here because something undeniable is unfolding in your life. You're not just waking up, you're remembering. This is the moment you shift from seeking God outside of you to realizing God was always within you. That divine presence you've been chasing, it's been you all along. The feelings rising in your spirit, truth, power, knowing, they're not just emotions. They're confirmations. What you feel is real. And now that you've realized this, the world around you can't help but respond. People are shook, not just by what you say, but by who you've become. You've crossed into a higher awareness where you're no longer just praying to heaven, you're embodying it. This isn't ego, this is awakening. Before we dive deeper into this life-shifting revelation, take a moment to pause this video and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 60,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. That number sends a clear signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this moment and anchoring your alignment with this message. And if you are truly a chosen one, you'll watch this video until the end, because your spirit already knows this is for you. Not everyone will make it through, but those who do, your life will never be the same. From the very depths of your being, you sensed that this moment wasn't a mere coincidence. Life has led you here with intention, a sacred thread woven by the hand of God Himself. It's not luck or random chance. It's divine orchestration guiding your every step. The universe isn't just spinning blindly. It has brought you to this exact place for a purpose far greater than you can imagine. When you reflect on your journey, you realize every twist, every heartbreak, and every victory was a step toward this awakening. The obstacles that once felt unbearable were actually divine tests, preparing you for the power and light you now carry within. You are living proof that God's plans are perfect, even when we can't see them in the moment. Think about the quiet nudges and the subtle signs that kept pointing you forward, those moments when the world seemed to pause just for you. These were God's whispers, inviting you to step beyond doubt and into faith. This is your destiny unfolding, and you are not just part of the story, you are its chosen author. This is why you are here now, standing on the threshold of transformation. The sacred hand of God has placed you on this path. No accident, no mistake, only divine intention. Embrace this truth, for it is the foundation of your spiritual awakening and the catalyst for all that is to come. So take a deep breath, feel the weight of this truth settle in your heart, and know without a shadow of doubt, you were led here by divine design. This moment, this message, this awakening, it's all exactly as it should be. For so long, you searched outwardly, looking for signs, answers, or a glimpse of something greater than yourself. Yet the profound truth is that God was never distant or unreachable. He has always been living inside you, the very essence of your soul, waiting patiently to be recognized and embraced. This awakening is not about discovering something new, but about unveiling what was always there. Imagine a brilliant diamond buried deep inside, obscured by the dirt and noise of the world. Now, that diamond is catching the light, dazzling brighter than ever before. The divine presence that once felt like a faint whisper is now a roaring fire within you. You are a sacred temple, an infinite vessel holding the spark of heaven. When you fully realize this, your perspective shifts radically. You see yourself not as flawed or limited, but as a magnificent expression of divine creativity. This revelation invites you to walk with confidence, knowing that the Creator's power flows through your veins. Embracing God within transforms every moment into a sacred encounter. You begin to hear the voice of your soul, speaking with clarity, guiding you with wisdom and peace. It's a quiet assurance that no matter what happens externally, you are anchored in a love that never falters. This realization is your spiritual birthright. You were never separate from God. You were always His beloved, intricately woven with purpose, power, and grace. Now, the veil has lifted, and you see it with your own eyes. What you're experiencing is not just a fleeting change or a temporary feeling. It's a profound spiritual rebirth, an awakening of your soul that transcends the ordinary. This is the moment where your entire being is transformed, reshaped, and aligned with divine will. Think of it like the sunrise after a long, dark night. The light floods the sky, dispelling shadows, warming the earth, and bringing new life. This awakening is your personal sunrise, a sacred illumination that shines through every part of your existence. You may notice your thoughts growing clearer, your heart opening wider, and your spirit becoming bolder. Old fears and doubts begin to dissolve because the truth inside you is louder than any shadow trying to silence it. This is not just mental growth, it's a spiritual revolution. As your consciousness expands, you start to perceive the world differently. What once seemed chaotic now reveals a hidden order. What once felt heavy becomes lighter. This shift is the divine power stirring awake inside you, inviting you to live with purpose, passion, and peace. This awakening is a sacred call to step fully into your destiny. It's God's way of saying, you are ready. You are no longer just waking up. You are being reborn in the light of eternity. There is a new energy surrounding you, a powerful force that no darkness can withstand. When you enter a room or engage with others, there is a subtle but unmistakable shift. People may not always understand it, but they feel it deep in their bones. Your presence is no longer ordinary. It carries a supernatural weight that unsettles negativity and invites healing. Like a lighthouse standing firm against stormy seas, you radiate a light that guides lost souls toward hope and restoration. This isn't about boasting or ego, it's about embodying the light of God so fully that darkness has no choice but to retreat. The confidence you now carry is not your own. It is a divine authority that comes from the Spirit living within you. You may witness this power in everyday moments. A word that inspires, a touch that comforts, a smile that lifts heavy hearts. Your very existence becomes a beacon for those searching for meaning, reminding them that light always wins. Know that this sacred power is yours by birthright. It's your role to shine brightly, to stand boldly, and to be a living testimony that God's light pierces through every shadow. The stirrings in your heart, the intense emotions rising up, they are not random or meaningless. They are sacred signals from your soul, pointing to a deeper reality. What you experience is divine truth, revealing itself through feelings, intuition, and spiritual awakening. Your heart is a holy altar where God's voice speaks most clearly. When you feel joy, peace, or even deep sorrow, these emotions are part of a divine language communicating growth, healing, and transformation. Never dismiss what you feel as mere chance or weakness. Many great spiritual leaders have testified that the most profound truths come wrapped in emotion. It's the soul's way of breaking through the mind's resistance and reaching the core of who you are. What you feel is not a flaw, but a feature of your spiritual evolution. This sacredness invites you to honor your inner life with compassion and reverence. Listen closely to your emotions. They are divine messengers guiding you toward wholeness and awakening. In embracing your feelings as sacred, you open yourself to deeper connection with God, yourself, and the world around you. This is the heart of spiritual living, allowing the sacred to flow through every part of your being. For so long, you might have lived in a state of becoming, waiting for the right time, the right sign, or the right level of faith to arrive. But the truth is, you are already the magnificent creation you have been striving to be. You are no longer a work in progress, but a fully realized masterpiece in the eyes of God. Think of a flower that blooms in its own time, perfect and complete. It doesn't wait to become beautiful. It just is. You are that flower, blooming now in your unique glory. The power, love, and light you seek are already inside you, waiting to be acknowledged. This understanding removes the burden of perfectionism and impatience. It frees you to live fully, embracing who you are today rather than waiting for tomorrow. You are already enough, more than enough, because God has declared it so. Living from this place of already are creates a new rhythm in your life. You no longer chase after approval or struggle with doubt. Instead, you walk with the confidence of one who knows their worth and destiny. So take a moment and affirm this truth. You are not becoming, you already are. And that realization is the key that unlocks your fullest potential. You carry a sacred identity, one that heaven itself has placed upon you. You are not just another person trying to find their way. You are a chosen vessel, hand-picked to carry God's message, power, and presence into the world. This divine marking is like a seal of authenticity and purpose. It distinguishes you as someone set apart for a holy mission, called to bring light where there is darkness and hope where there is despair. It's a weighty but beautiful calling. History is full of stories about ordinary people who were marked by God and transformed into agents of change. From prophets to healers, their common thread was knowing they were chosen, even when others doubted them. You may not always feel worthy, but know that your identity is rooted in God's choice, not your performance. Heaven's mark is unshakable, eternal, and full of power. Embrace this sacred identity with humility and courage. You are God's chosen vessel, equipped and ready to carry His love into every corner of your life. With the honor of being chosen comes responsibility. Your life is no longer just about personal goals or dreams. It carries the weight of heaven itself. Every decision, every word, every action echoes far beyond what you can see. This may feel overwhelming at times, but it's also incredibly empowering. You are part of a divine mission that influences not only your own path, but the paths of countless others. Your light touches lives, and your faith becomes a beacon for those in darkness. The heaviness you feel is a sign of spiritual maturity. It means you've stepped into a role of leadership and influence, not for personal glory, but to serve a higher purpose. Heaven trusts you with this responsibility because you have shown readiness. Remember, you are not alone in carrying this weight. The Divine Spirit sustains you, strengthens you, and fills you with grace to fulfill your calling. So, honor this sacred burden. Wear it like a mantle of glory, knowing you are part of God's unfolding plan on earth. There is something undeniable about your presence now. Others look at you and see more than just a person. They see a reflection of the divine. This recognition can be both humbling and powerful, shaking the very foundations of those around you. People are drawn to your authenticity, your peace, and your radiant confidence. They sense the sacred light within you and can't help but be affected by it. It stirs something deep inside them: hope, conviction, and sometimes even fear. This reaction is a sign that you are fulfilling your role as a vessel of God's presence. The world often resists light, but it also can't ignore it. Your very existence challenges darkness and calls others to awaken. This can be a lonely path at times, but remember, the impact you have is eternal. You are planting seeds of faith that will grow far beyond what you can see now. So stand firm, knowing that the divine essence people see in you is a testament to God's power working through your life. There is a world of difference between speaking words of faith and embodying the power behind them. You have crossed that threshold. Your faith is no longer theoretical or distant. It's alive, breathing, and flowing through every fiber of your being. This power manifests in the way you walk, the decisions you make, and the love you extend. It's visible in your calm in the storm and your joy in the journey. You no longer just talk about miracles, you live them every day. Many people speak of God's power, but few truly embody it. Your life is a testament to the supernatural working through the natural. This reality gives you confidence that surpasses understanding. When you live in this power, you become a catalyst for transformation. Others don't just hear your words, they experience the divine authority behind them. Continue to nurture this living faith. It is your greatest treasure and your most potent tool for change. Your body and soul have become a sacred sanctuary, the temple where God's Spirit dwells. This is not metaphorical. It's a profound spiritual truth that shapes how you see yourself and interact with the world. The temple is holy, set apart, and filled with divine presence. It is a place of peace, strength, and revelation. Knowing this, you protect your inner space fiercely, refusing to allow negativity or doubt to take root. This truth invites you to live with reverence for your own being. You care for your mind, body, and spirit as holy vessels. You nurture your relationship with God because it is the life force of your temple. Being a temple means you carry sacred energy wherever you go. People can feel this presence. It comforts, heals, and inspires. You are not just living, you are hosting the very presence of God. Embrace this identity with gratitude. You are a living, breathing temple, chosen and cherished by the Creator. Nothing about your spiritual journey is random. Every experience, every challenge, every victory has been masterfully arranged by the Almighty. Your awakening is a divine symphony, each note perfectly placed to bring you into fullness. This orchestration shows God's incredible care and precision. You are not wandering aimlessly, but walking a path that He has meticulously designed for your growth and glory. Sometimes the road feels long and difficult, but know that the Almighty's hand is steady and sure. You can trust the timing and the process, even when it's hard to understand. Your awakening is a testament to God's faithfulness. It proves that He never leaves you, never forsakes you, and never loses sight of your destiny. Celebrate this truth. You are part of a divine masterpiece that is unfolding right now, and it is more beautiful than you can imagine. What once seemed unreachable, unimaginable, or impossible is now within your grasp. You carry a divine authority that commands the impossible to yield. This power is not of your own making. It is a gift from the one who holds all creation. Think about every no you've heard, every closed door, every limitation the world tried to impose. Those barriers crumble now because you walk with heavenly backing. The supernatural flows through you, turning the impossible into your everyday reality. This divine authority shakes the foundations of doubt and fear. It calls forth miracles, breakthrough, and transformation, not just for you, but for everyone you touch. You are a living testament that nothing is impossible when God is on your side. This truth empowers you to dream bigger, hope stronger, and act boldly. Stand in this authority daily, knowing that the impossible now bows before your faith. The world may try to shape you into conformity, to fit you into its limited boxes, but your calling is radically different. You are here not to blend in, but to stand out, to shine brightly and illuminate the path for others. Your light is unique and necessary. It pierces through darkness and confusion, offering clarity and hope. When you embrace your true self, you inspire others to do the same. Fitting in is the easy path, but illumination requires courage, authenticity, and relentless faith. You are called to be a trailblazer, a beacon that cannot be ignored. Celebrate your individuality as a divine gift. The world needs your light now more than ever. Be bold, be brilliant, be unapologetically you. Every step you have taken through pain, triumph, doubt, and faith is living evidence that God is not distant or silent. He walks beside us, works through us, and transforms us. Your story is a beacon to others who may be lost or searching. It declares loudly that God is real, present, and actively involved in our lives. You are a walking miracle, a testimony of divine love in action. Your journey invites others to believe, to hope, and to awaken to their own divine potential. Remember this always. God walks among us, and He walks in you. Your life is living proof. Got it? Here are 15 fresh, deeply engaging, and spiritually powerful new headings, each followed by 5 long, rich paragraphs designed to inspire, move, and captivate your audience. You are the miracle waiting to unfold, saying, aren't just distant wonders or stories from ancient times, they live inside you. You are that very miracle, wrapped in layers of doubt and fear, waiting to burst forth in brilliant light. The divine spark within you holds the power to shift realities, to heal, and to bring new life where there was once despair. Imagine a seed buried in dark soil, full of potential energy, poised to break through the earth and stretch toward the sun. That seed is you, ready to unfold into the fullness of your divine purpose. Every moment you hesitate is an invitation to step into the miraculous. The universe has been waiting for you to realize your power, to rise beyond the limitations others have placed on you, and even those you have placed on yourself. This awakening is not just a possibility, it's your destiny knocking at the door of your heart. You might wonder, how can I be the miracle in a world so broken? The answer lies in the truth that miracles don't come from external sources. They originate from the transformation of the heart. When you awaken to your divinity, every breath you take becomes a sign of hope, every word a healing balm, and every action a step toward a greater purpose. Embrace your miracle self unapologetically. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle that the world desperately needs. Let that truth ripple through your soul, igniting faith where there was fear and courage where there was hesitation. As you unfold, you will inspire others to awaken their own miracles, creating a ripple effect of divine power that touches lives far beyond what you could imagine. Deep inside, there burns a fire that no storm can extinguish. This is not the ordinary passion that flickers and fades. It is a sacred flame, fueled by divine purpose and eternal truth. It ignites your soul with energy, courage, and unstoppable momentum. This fire is your spiritual core, your unshakable connection to God's eternal light. The world may try to douse your flame with doubt, disappointment, and challenges. But with every trial, your fire only grows stronger, more vibrant, and more impossible to ignore. Like a phoenix rising from ashes, your spirit is reborn with renewed strength and clarity each time life tests you. When you feel weary or overwhelmed, remember that this fire within you is an unquenchable source of hope and resilience. It is the reason you keep moving forward, even when the path seems unclear or impossible. This flame is a living reminder that you are chosen and empowered to fulfill a divine mission. You don't have to carry this fire alone. Allow it to connect you to others who share the same sacred energy. Together, your collective flames can illuminate entire communities, spreading warmth, healing, and transformation. Never let the world convince you to dim your light. The fire within you is sacred, eternal, and unstoppable, and it is meant to burn bright for all to see. In a world that often feels chaotic, uncertain, and dark, you are a beacon, steadfast, shining, and unwavering. Your light cuts through the storm, offering guidance to those lost in confusion and fear. You are not here to be hidden or silenced. You are called to be a shining example of hope and divine strength. Being a beacon is not about perfection, but about presence. It's about showing up authentically, even when the winds howl and the waves threaten to overwhelm you. Your courage to stand firm in faith and love inspires others to hold on to their own light during difficult times. Think about the lighthouses that have guided ships safely through treacherous waters for centuries. They don't control the storm, but their light is a lifeline to those navigating the darkness. That's your role in this world, to be a steady source of light that leads others home. Your beacon shines brightest when you embrace vulnerability and share your authentic journey, the struggles, the breakthroughs, the grace. People don't just want to follow perfect, they want to walk alongside someone real, someone who understands the storms and still keeps shining. So hold fast to your light. It is a sacred gift, a divine calling, and the reason so many are finding their way back to hope and healing through you. There is an ancient wisdom etched into the very fabric of your heart, secrets whispered by heaven itself. These are not secrets meant to be hidden away, but gifts to be uncovered, cherished, and shared with the world. Your heart is a sacred repository of divine mysteries, truths that can heal, inspire, and transform. Unlocking these secrets begins with quieting the noise around you and turning inward. When you listen closely, you'll hear the gentle voice of your soul, revealing timeless truths about love, forgiveness, and faith. These messages are more powerful than any earthly knowledge because they come directly from the source of all creation. Your heart's secrets are not just for your own growth. They are meant to be a light for others. When you live aligned with this divine wisdom, your life becomes a testimony of heaven's presence on earth. People are drawn to you, sensing the peace and clarity that flow from your heart's depths. These sacred truths invite you to live boldly, loving fiercely, and trusting deeply. They remind you that even in the darkest moments, heaven's light is never far away. It lives within you, waiting to be revealed. Cherish your heart's sacred secrets. They are your divine inheritance and your most precious gift to the world. Faith is not a destination, but a journey, a winding path of trust, surrender, and revelation. As you walk this path, you discover that faith is more than belief. It's a transformative force that shapes your soul and reshapes your reality. This journey refines you, breaking away old patterns and revealing a deeper, more vibrant self. Each step on this path teaches you something new. Sometimes it's patience, sometimes courage, and sometimes the grace to keep moving when you can't see the way forward. Faith invites you to walk without fear, holding tightly to the promise that you are never alone. The beauty of this journey is that it is personal and unique to you. No one else can take these steps for you, but your story becomes a beacon for others who walk their own paths in the dark. Your experiences and growth inspire faith in those who feel hopeless or lost. Over time, this journey transforms your soul from the inside out. You begin to see the world through the eyes of grace, understanding that every trial is an opportunity for divine growth and every blessing is a sacred gift. Keep walking with faith, knowing that every step is a step closer to the fullness of who God created you to be. Your very being is designed to mirror the brilliance of the divine. Like a prism catching sunlight, you take the infinite light of God and reflect it in unique, beautiful ways. This reflection is not just about your outer radiance, but the inner glow that transforms everything you touch. When you embrace this truth, your life becomes a living testimony of God's goodness and power. The way you love, speak, and act sends ripples of divine light into the world. Never underestimate the power of your reflection. It is a sacred gift that changes lives and brings heaven closer to earth. Prayer is not just a ritual or a hopeful wish. It is a powerful conversation with the Creator that changes both you and the universe. Your prayers carry energy, intention, and divine authority that ripple through time and space, shifting realities in ways you may not yet see. When you pray with faith, you align yourself with God's will and invite miracles to manifest. Prayer opens doors that seemed closed and brings peace in the middle of chaos. It is a spiritual lifeline that connects your heart directly to the heart of God. Remember, some of the greatest transformations in history started with a single, heartfelt prayer. From healing the sick to moving mountains, prayer is the catalyst for divine intervention. Your prayers are not just whispers into the void, they are declarations of faith, love, and power. Keep praying boldly, knowing that your voice is heard and your faith is moving heaven and earth. Let your prayer life be the foundation of your awakening and the source of your greatest breakthroughs. Your existence serves a holy purpose, to connect the divine and the earthly realms. You are the bridge where heaven touches earth, where spiritual truth becomes tangible and accessible in everyday life. This sacred role requires courage, faith, and a willingness to walk in both worlds simultaneously. As a bridge, you carry the wisdom and power of the divine, while remaining grounded in the realities of human experience. You bring healing, hope, and transformation to those who may feel disconnected from God or lost in the chaos of life. This role is both challenging and beautiful. You face opposition and doubt, but also witness incredible breakthroughs and moments of grace. You are a living channel for God's love, breaking down barriers and creating paths for others to follow. Your bridge-building work is vital to the spiritual awakening of humanity. Embrace this calling with humility and strength, knowing you are part of a divine plan to restore connection between heaven and earth. There will be moments when your mind is clouded with confusion, doubt, and fear. In those times, remember that your spirit holds a deeper knowing, a sacred intuition that guides you beyond logic and circumstance. Your spirit is your divine compass, always pointing you toward truth, love, and purpose. Learning to trust your spirit requires practice and courage. It means listening to the quiet whispers beneath the noise of the world and following a path that may not always make sense at first glance. This spiritual intuition is often the key to breakthroughs and deep inner peace. Many spiritual masters have spoken about the power of intuition as the language of the soul. It is a direct connection to God's guidance, accessible to you at any moment if you choose to listen. When your mind fails to find answers, turn inward to your spirit. It knows the way because it is a spark of the divine, eternally connected to God's wisdom. Trust this inner guidance and watch as your life unfolds with clarity, purpose, and grace. Your personal spiritual awakening is not just about you. It is the seed of a much larger movement of healing and restoration. As you transform, you naturally inspire others to embark on their own journeys of awakening, creating a ripple effect that touches families, communities, and even nations. Healing begins with one brave soul willing to confront pain, release fear, and embrace light. Your transformation serves as proof that change is possible, even in the darkest circumstances. People see your courage and are moved to believe in their own potential for renewal. This movement of healing is urgently needed in a world fractured by division, pain, and despair. Your story, your faith, and your light contribute to a collective awakening that brings hope and restoration. Never underestimate the impact of your healing journey. It is a powerful force that transforms not just your life, but the lives of countless others. You are a catalyst for a wave of spiritual renewal, one that will ripple far beyond what you can see. You are connected to a powerful lineage of saints, mystics, and spiritual warriors who have walked before you. Their faith, courage, and sacrifices live on within your soul, inspiring and empowering you to walk your path with boldness and grace. This legacy is a source of strength when you face challenges and a reminder that you are never alone. The saints' prayers and struggles echo through history, creating a spiritual cloud of witnesses cheering you on. You carry their wisdom in your heart, the timeless truths that faith conquers fear, love overcomes hate, and light dispels darkness. When doubt creeps in, call on this legacy and let their example ignite your courage. Remember, you are part of a grand spiritual family connected across time and space.